Unit 8 Review, Question 25. So, just a prelude to the next three problems, we're going to look at applications of percent problems. And they're all going to be one of these three types that we learned. Either you're finding a percent, an amount, or a whole, and you're given the other two values. So we're going to focus on how to determine which values you're given and then solving the appropriate relationship. So Mia's gross earnings were $2,371.38. She had $125.68 automatically deposited into her retirement savings. Now here comes the question. What percent of her gross paycheck was her retirement savings? Okay, so looking at this last question, notice it says what percent. So this is what we're looking for, since the word what is in front of it. So find the percent. Then it says of her gross paycheck. So after the word of, we're going to see the whole was her retirement savings, and this will be the amount. Okay, so I'm just interpreting this last question, which is what we're looking for. Now notice the gross paycheck, which is right here, so this is our whole, and the retirement savings was this amount, so this is our amount, and we're solving for the percent. So the percent equals the amount divided by the whole, and we're going to multiply by 100% because our answer is going to be a percent. 125.68 divided by 2371.38 times 100. We're going to round this to two decimal places. So notice we have 5.29. The 9 rounds up because this is a 9. Okay, but that's going to round up to 5.3%. So to the nearest tenth or hundredth, I don't think it told us what to round to, it's 5.3%. So 5.3%. Okay, as a complete sentence, we would say Mia's retirement savings is 5.3% of her gross paycheck. Let's look at the next one. Daryl is on a road trip. So far, he has traveled 68.6% of the trip. If the trip is a total of 399 miles, we are asked to find how many miles has he traveled. Okay. So let's figure out what we're given and what we're looking for. So notice clearly this is the percent, it's labeled percent. And notice right after the percent it says of the trip. So that means the trip is going to be our whole. Okay. Now here they actually tell us the quantity of the whole trip. So if the trip is a total of 399 miles, so this is our whole. So that means they've given us a percent and a whole. That means the only thing left is an amount. So what they're asking for here, how many miles has he traveled, is the amount. And that's what we're trying to find. Okay. So we'll use this relationship here. The amount equals, well, the whole, which was 399, times the percent, 68.67, drop the percent sign, over 100. Now let's put this in the calculator. Times 68.67 divided by 100. Okay, we'll round to two decimal places. I actually want to round that to the nearest mile, but we'll round to two decimal places. So 3 round down to 273.99 miles. So 273.99 miles. And it's always good to go back and see if it makes sense in the context of the problem. So imagine you're on a road trip, you've gone a percentage of the trip, that's the total trip. Does it make sense that you've gone 270 4 miles so far. Okay, if you had gotten that you went 600 miles so far, that wouldn't make sense since the whole trip is 399. So again, use the context of the word problem to see if it makes sense. Let's look at the next one. Sarah had a party for her parents' anniversary. 56 people attended. This was approximately 72% of the people she invited. And we're asked, how many people did Sarah invite? Round to the nearest person. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Notice, here's the percent. We're given that value. And notice it says percent of the people she invited. So since it's followed by of, that means we're talking about the whole. So the number of people she invited is the whole. Okay, and here we're told how many people attended. Okay, so let's look at these two pieces of information together. Here it says how many people did Sarah invite. Well, we know that's the whole because it follows the of. So that means we're finding the whole. The people that attended are actually a part of the people she invited, which is going to be our amount. And also because it's the only thing left over. Okay, so we're solving for the whole, so we're going to use this relationship. It equals the amount, 56, times 100 divided by the percent. And the percent was 72. So 56 times 100 divided by 72 equals, okay, and it said to round to the nearest person, so we'll round up to 78. 78 people. So again, I'm going to see if it makes sense. She invited 78 people, 56 showed up. That makes sense.